Yo, what's good, Josh Project Man? Today we're back here getting another video. Don't pay no attention to the screen behind you. I was having a little 2.5 minute marathon going. That's playing in the back. But anyway, nonetheless, cut it out. We got a video today. Today is Agent and Duke Dennis, real advice for gamers and content creators. So I didn't know they did this. They did. I think they get a little interview with the window. Gonna have $1 million worth of game to drop on people like me who's kind of come up and uppy on the uppy ups. So we're gonna go ahead and see what they was talking about right here, man. Like, comment, subscribe. But let's go ahead and run the gauntlet on them likes and let's do the damn thing.
Please welcome Duke
Let's see what they had to say.
And Agent Double
AMP boys in that bit. Come on. Oh Lord, Duke gonna rizz up the interviewer.
What's good,
The
guys?
girl one, not the girl that introduced him, not obviously him.
Nice to be here, man. I feel like I'm in San
Nice to be
Francisco
here,
every month
man.
at this point.
What you guys working on? You want to?
All these young
know,
kids.
You know, behind the scenes, we be pretty much recording YouTube videos, and Agent stream way more than me, so I just be
Oh yeah, he
I be
consistent,
chilling,
man.
Summer's exciting for us because a lot of people are home for the summer. A lot more people consume content and stuff like that. So every year we try and do something dope together that
Yeah.
people are gonna remember.
All right. So I think first up, thing on my mind.
All right, sorry. Thing on my mind is, damn, nigga, this shit gotta go, bro. He got to fade up, but it's like, bro, it's gonna have to go ahead. If it's receding like that, man, he got the plumber hairline, man. No offense, the plumbers are actually lifesavers out there, y'all. But nah, that's crazy work. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me let the video be what it's about. My
Just
bad.
like bring me back pre-AMP, like the beginning. Like, just how did y'all get started?
W SpongeBob
well, I was in
shirt.
the Army first.
As you can
I was
tell
in
by the
Army, and
camouflage
then,
colors.
Thank you for your service.
Right.
No mentioning, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, but I started my YouTube
Shout out
journey
Duke for
once
his
I
service.
got out of the Army, so that's what I was doing before.
I hovered a lot. I did gaming content on YouTube for a while. I jumped from game to game. And got any gamers in here? I played The Last of Us. I was really good at that. I had some good videos there. Anything from like Watch Dogs, Call of Duty, you know, and stuff
Still
like
standing
that.
his ass off.
Eventually, I landed on NBA 2K, and then most
Yep,
of
that's the
AMP
gold mine for a
landed
lot
on
of
NBA 2K. So we kind of met playing NBA 2K together.
Yeah. So back then, like, how was the PC setup? What did it look like? Can you describe it? Vivid.
Well, I was too broke to get a PC set up, so I was trapping off my PS3.
The
I ain't
camera
even
on
have
the
a PC at
console.
all.
Yeah, I had a PC though.
Well, actually, you know what? That's something that's not told enough to content creators that, like, you actually don't even need to even have a camera. Like, you could literally just start recording or streaming straight from your, if you have a console, you can just stream on the console and it's already got a built-in microphone. So, like, you don't even got to have an actual, like, camera or anything. You can literally just start by just, like, hitting start stream and connect. Well, you just got to connect it to your YouTube account and then just hit start stream. And you won't have a face on it, but shoot, you still be able to go
I had
crazy.
something simple, but back in the day, I had laptops, like whatever my mom would buy for me. But then eventually, so in Canada, we had like a student.
Canada.
I don't know if I should say this. I had some loan money, man. I bought our PC and I grinded using that. So that's kind of like how I was able to afford spending some of that. But it was simple, just like, you know, generic GPU. And PCs is you just plug in a new GPU if it gets fried.
Up here, these two, 23 years in the game.
Wow.
Shut down.
Combined. Yeah, because Agent, you were 12.
Agent got to be
Like-
about 12,
Yeah,
13.
yeah, I was an OG, triple OG, like
Double
NFL
OG,
clip
triple
channel in
OG.
2008. So I used to just post
2008.
NFL content. So if you ever watched NFL videos early YouTube, you might have been watching one of my channels.
Right.
Until I got copyright strike, and
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to find my own hustle.
So during that time period, what do you think is
2008
like
is crazy.
the one thing that set you apart, like as you
I
were
was like
learning? There's something that stands out.
I realized that it was like different kind of creators, and some people was like entertaining to watch, and some people was really good at like whatever they was doing, whether they was playing a game.
Yep.
And I didn't really see too many people doing both at the same time. So
Right.
being good and entertaining was what I wanted to be. So I think that's what.
You know what's funny? You be seeing these pro gamers out there that be killing it. It honestly is more entertaining if you suck at it, because that's going to be more entertaining watching you fail over and over again than somebody who's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. I feel like I made some friends that loved it, and we just loved making content together. We used to sit on Skype calls back in the day and just like talk YouTube and game together.
How do you even get
all
invited
night.
to this event?
I think, yeah, finding people that care about it the way you care about it is peak. Because doing it alone sometimes is a little isolating.
So Duke, you mentioned being in the Army, and you came out and you went straight full-time YouTube. Like what made you feel like you had the courage? Like, yeah, I got this. Like, I'm doing it.
For sure. Well, when I was in the Army, I hated it. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like being told what to do.
That's the first thing I thought.
I mean, now it's different, but I ain't like working for other people. So once I found out that YouTube, you could get paid from YouTube, that's when I made that decision to like give it a shot.
So, I mean, a lot happened there. What advice would you give specifically for streaming?
Streamer U pretty much was a big help to like making streaming kind of mainstream. Now it's a lot of streamers, content creators that was watching Streamer U that want to give it a shot themselves. And I just think that since streaming kind of oversaturated right now, it's a lot of competition for like the new and up-and-coming content creators. So they're gonna have to pretty much work way harder to get recognized and come up with new and refreshing content if they want to actually like, be a content creator.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. Streaming to me is pointless, in my opinion. Streaming to me is pointless if you don't have multiple other things happening while you're streaming. Like, if you streaming, I feel like you need to be posting YouTube videos. You need to be posting clips. You need to be doing all types of stuff. Like, bro, you got to be posting clips on every social media, like Instagram, TikTok. Mainly because you're trying to maximize your potential of getting seen. And honestly, I mean, not short form. I guess they call it horizontal content is what everybody's consuming the most, because everybody like, shit, where my phone at, man? In my pocket. Okay, we good. Okay, my phone like, shut up, nigga. All right, so everybody doing this all day right here. If you can get found or seen while people doing exactly common way people are, I guess you could say most popular. Popular, is that the right word? That is the most common way that people are consuming content right now, is literally like, if you're trying to grow on TikTok, you gotta try to put out videos on YouTube, because I ain't gonna lie, before TikTok was a thing, a lot of people were getting found by just posting YouTube videos. You know what I mean? It used to be like YouTube videos used to be like the clipping back in the day, right? Because you used to kind of be able to post YouTube videos where like they were like basically clips from your stream. That's why all streamers had a YouTube channel, because that was the only way you could get found and get brought over to Twitch. So that's really the way to blow up as content creator nowadays, is like blowing up on places like TikTok or going crazy on YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, and Instagram. Because at the end of the day, everybody's nowadays is watching short form content, and if you can get popular clips, I mean, you're going to be one of the top ones in the game. But that's the thing nowadays, is like converting your audience from platforms that are smaller or that are easier at getting, like, those couple hundred views or whatever.
That too. Like, I think about the evolutions, like the new ideas and new things you've done. Like, going back, like you got put on the map with 2K, just like Agent said, like. But at what point?
I need to start playing 2K.
I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to do more
if 2K
than
work, I'm gonna be like, damn,
what
this whole
was
time
like kind of going through your mind?
Well, when I was doing 2K, I kind of like felt how it was like I was getting like bigger than the actual gaming content. So once I met AMP and we started doing that, and I kind of like fell in love with doing like vlogging and RL content. 2K kind of just faded out for me. So it was really Agent M's fault.
Blame y'all.
No, I think I mean, nobody likes doing the same thing over and over again, no matter how fun it is at first. And it's weird because like the 2K community is, in my opinion, the go-to community. Like, it's nothing like it, bro. It's kind of toxic, but then like also there's some good people in there, bro.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really entertaining
toxic,
people, and you can go in there and play with some randoms and have a marvelous time.
Cap.
That's true. But there was a down year in 2K18 where we kind of realized, like, this is our job, too, technically. And if the game is irrelevant, then it's going to be people not going to want to watch an irrelevant game regardless of who's playing it. So when the game was fire again in 2K19.
Oh, yeah. Bro, Fortnite, who remembers the time where Fortnite for like a good 5 years was just blowing people up left and right? Like, it was people you never heard of, but because they had a trick shot clip or like a raging clip or something, just was blowing people up. Like I'd say from like 2017 to like 2021, Fortnite was just blowing people up left and freaking right. It was actually insane how many like different creators you found from playing Fortnite. Now, I think AMP is like smart as far as they realize like, okay, games fade out and stuff like that. So they moved on to like IRL content where like, okay, that's not going to die out because at the end of the day, you recording you being you, like, you know what I mean? So as opposed to being like, the whole reason why you're watching me is because of this popular game. Well, once that game ain't popular no more, you know, ain't nobody gonna watch. So I think when you can make you the big draw and you the big, you know, drive to what's making your views go up, that to me is how you keep yourself out there as a content creator. So they were smart to evolve to doing different content that wasn't like gaming, you know what I mean?
That was peak. And he had his cheese stretch build. We just made an intention to use some of that momentum to try other things.
Yeah.
Speaking of branching out, doing some new things, you've been documenting the fitness journey, my man. You looking good.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Weight loss journey. I need to
it's
start
hard because like I don't know if you guys ever been like super tunnel vision on something before, where like it's like it could be studies, it could be like hustle, your business, whatever. Sometimes you get so lost in something that like everything else is just like irrelevant, you know. So I've had that happen a handful of times, and you know sometimes your health just goes because you're trying, you sacrificing sleep and you just overeating and stuff, building bad habits. But I feel like at a certain point, like something's gonna break, you know. And so I've been trying to take it a lot more seriously now. I did a challenge last year where I tried to get abs by the end of November.
These niggas
I didn't quite
over here treating this shit like a luncheon. That might be what it was, by the way. But they want to eat food over the table.
Succeed, but I got some pretty great results. And so, yeah, I'm happy with how it's gone. And honestly, like, it's fire that I could do something for myself, but it could teach everybody else that.
Yeah, nigga, you know his fingerprint was covering up the camera. God, dog.
Bro, if I could do it, like, why can't you do it? Like, it's not. I'm not special in any
like
regard. That's how I started YouTube.
Like this.
I literally saw people post, and I thought, bro, I could do that. So if I could be that spark for somebody, and yeah, I feel like that's special.
No, you know what's crazy? It's a whole like when I, you know, obviously when we blow this channel up, it's gonna be crazy because I think AMP is actually what made me become a YouTuber, because I had always liked YouTubers and watching them and stuff like that. But I remember I had watched one of the AMP's videos because my cousin introduced me to AMP. It was like late 2021, maybe like November, and that kind of sparked the idea of me becoming a content creator. Like when I seen what they was doing, I was like, because like I said, I'd already liked YouTube and watching it, but I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I could be a YouTuber. Their videos was the first time I actually thought legitimately taking it seriously. Like at first I was like, oh, like it'd be, you know, oh, it'd be cool if I could be a YouTuber. And then when I watched AMP, it was like, oh man, like it'd be sick if I could be a YouTuber. And then I was like, well, like what's stopping you from being a YouTuber? And then I couldn't think of an answer. I was like, yeah, there's nothing stopping me. So then I posted my first video, and it was a random video, by the way. As in, like when I did my first video, I didn't even plan on recording it. I didn't even plan on posting it. I was like, oh, what if I just record myself talking about whatever it was? And I just decided to upload it. So my start was like so random. But hey, everybody's journey different, so we're gonna make it to the top. But I actually wanted to say that was a quick little story, like kind of like to tie in with AMP and stuff like that. One of their videos is actually when I actually considered legitimately becoming a YouTuber. That was when it really sparked. So you did reach somebody, Agent.
So
you did,
going
man.
back to, we talked a little bit about like your early Clipper game. Like, are you still, you still doing your own editing, right?
I didn't even mean to do that. You saw me just drunk and put the drink down and sink. I wasn't even trying to do that.
No.
That
I got
shit crazy.
people that's better than me at editing that help me out with stuff like that. And, you know, it seems like
Oh, no, you got to hire some
deep, but
strategic folks.
It's like a smooth
when it
operation.
comes to social
Everyone
media.
handles something different a little bit. And everybody's team is a little bit different, too.
That's how you really
depending on,
maximize
like,
views.
how much they
Just so
stream
people
and
know what they
whether
talking
they
about.
focus on YouTube or clips or streaming and stuff like that. So there's no blueprint for some of the stuff we do. Like if I see a TikTok that banged, I'd be like, yo, look at this. Or if I see a video that I thought had great storytelling, I'll share it with the team. But most of the team, like the people that edit, learned with me. So they kind of have like my editing style a little bit. And they know what I want too. So it doesn't take much. It's just communication. Some people are like, they want it their way, and it has to be their vision. But your editor is a creative person. You just have to trust them to be creative. And if they're not there skill-wise, you got to train them. And if you can't, it's because you're not there skill-wise. So you have to work on that.
But before you get a team, you pretty much going to have to do all that by yourself.
Oh, yeah. At first. You're everything when you first start.
So anybody that want to be a content creator or a streamer or whatever the case may be, you're not going to really have a team to edit your videos and clip them up. You pretty much going to have to stay up all night.
Oh, yeah, nigga, I do all the work. Everything you see, for the most part, I'll say this, 99.9% of every video you see me post is all me. I can count a handful of times where I just took somebody's video and basically uploaded the same video. I may have done that a handful of times, and that's it. Everything you see from me, a brother put out himself.
Do it yourself, so
it's full DIY action for sure.
Yeah, so for the student creators here in the audience, what advice would you give them to get going now, tomorrow?
Do research on how to get your videos more traction and more recommendations, and that's how I started off. I just started teaching myself.
Yep.
I'd say just treat it like something you care about. Compare with friends. Then when it comes to something that matters a lot, like organic growth on social, you just have to study it. You have to look at what worked, what didn't work, compare. There's so many tools. There's like infinite ways you could do it now.
Yeah.
And you just keep learning. Even the last week, I've been learning a ton about short form because we're making it a little bit more of a priority. And I'm studying for it, Like people think I'm an expert, but the game changes a lot. People fall off all the time because they can't keep up. So if you want organic growth, you have to understand how to use the platforms. So that's just a skill to have. The people that have that skill will be very rich because there's an intuition that comes with it you can't get without experience. And there's a skill that's just super valuable, is understanding what people want to see and how to craft that in a way that could sell something. So
now granted, there are some people who are natural personalities where it just works, as in no matter how they clip it, the video just, because sometimes some people could just be I like to say an automatic clip machine. That's what I call Speed. Because, bro, if you watch a stream of Speed, like when he was really coming up like that, it almost seemed like every second was a clip. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like some people just got that type of personality where just like everything is just clip worthy. You know what I mean? So some people just got that type of personality where just every few seconds just feel like, bro, this could be a clip. That could be a clip. But at the end of the day, I do think, like you said, it's important to actually learn the craft, because at the end of the day, I feel like when you learn how certain things, which I've done in my research and on that too, when you see how things work and kind of see what grips people's attention, you realize little things like, okay, how do I start this video? What do I put in the middle? What do I put at the end? Like one of the big things that they say when it comes to short form content is like, okay, when you hook them in the first 3 seconds and you kind of set up in those first 3 seconds, it's almost like you give them what they want to see, or you allude to what they want to see. So that's the hook, right? You like kind of allude, or you kind of give them what they want to see, but you basically make it to where they have to watch the whole video to find out what happens in the end. So if I hook you in the first 3 seconds, you're probably like, all right, if he's hooked me on this story or whatever that he's telling, like, okay, let's say, I fell off. Let's say it's like, just get an example. I fell off a snowboard. At a ski. I was at a ski resort. And I fell off I can't even think of it. A snowboard. I fell off a snowboard. So if I kind of establish what happened in the first 3 seconds, I'm like, I fell off a snowboard at a ski resort. Okay, well, you probably like, well, how'd you fall off? Okay, the middle of the video was me telling you how I fell off. Okay, I was here and I was there and I was everywhere. And then when I, was going down, everything was going well. My adrenaline was rushing, but then I didn't realize a rock was in the middle or whatever. And then I, went and launched face first and I fell down and I started rolling down until it got done snow or whatever. End of the video. So I've told you pretty much what happened, made you have to go, okay, how did that happen? That's what I tell you in the middle. And then the end is at the end, you'll find what happened, and now you know how it happened. Like, at first I told you what happened, and now you know how it happened. You know what I mean? So, little stuff like that. I just probably gave somebody a whole content idea. God damn it. But nonetheless, that's how you do that. And obviously you got certain little editing tricks where you show them certain parts of the video so that they don't get bored, because short form content is very important to not get people bored. Like, you know, when you got to do the quick cuts and the zoom ins and the edits, for sure. Because it's like, just being real, it's almost like if something's not constantly moving, bro, people are ready to scroll. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you have to fight. You really have to fight to make people stop scrolling. Like, it's actually crazy, the competition on that. I know I'm pausing it a lot and giving a lot of information, but it goes show you I'm passionate about learning it my goddamn self, because you really are trying to stop people from doing this. Like, it's so, like, how many people on TikTok just sometimes they don't even watch a second of the video and they already made up in their mind, I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? So it really is a fight when you try to battle for people's attention, and just to get them to stop scrolling and then try to get them engaged as well. So
that is a very valuable skill. I would say, like, anybody I hire, that's the number one thing I tell them. You're going to learn some skills here that will be invaluable no matter what you do, because nobody else has it. You just have to operate, win, lose some, and now you're like a tank.
How much are you paying attention and trying to chase what people are consuming? Or are you like, you know what, I'm going to try and find my own way to break out with my own thing? Like, how much do you look into that? Like, what other people are doing, what's working?
Duke is the example of somebody that doesn't follow Meta and doesn't pay attention to what everyone's doing, but it makes his content really unique. Because sometimes when you study everybody else, you put yourself in a box where you think that's what you have to do. But then there's the other side where you could study a ton, and it can inform you on how to be a little bit more unique. Maybe make some changes. Like, you've seen something hit over here, you can do your own version of it, but better. Feel me?
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's still viable to start with gaming, or do you feel like there's maybe a different way to do it, like going live or?
Well, when you look at all the biggest content creators in the world, a lot of them came from gaming. Like, the 2K community alone done birthed a lot of big content creators like Aiden, Speed, Flight Reacts,
Illuminati, Cash.
Exactly, Cash Nasty. So gaming definitely is, you know, a great starting point. But as you can see, every single one of those content creators that started doing gaming first, they branched out, and now they're doing something completely different.
Bro, there is going to be millionaires made when GTA comes out.
GTA 6 game? I'm not leaving the house for 4 or 5 months. I'm keeping it in, though.
Oh, I already said in advance I'm getting it. I just discovered somebody who has like no GTA knowledge at all. I already have a video actually saying I'm getting that game, bro. Because, it's going to be hot, and I'm going to capitalize on that motherfucker.
The hard truth, and I don't mean to sound mean, is that most people don't care about you online. And when you guys consume content, you don't care about the people either. So if you understand that, then you just have to position yourself to be around things people care about. That's what gaming is, though. People care about the game already. You're just making content on it. So that's, in my opinion, the easiest way.
And you know what's funny? It's the same thing with like reactions. Like, yeah, they care about the fact that Drake just dropped the album. Okay, well, let me make a video on that, because I know that they may not care about me, but they care about the fact that so-and-so dropped the album. So if I can get you interested in like my point of view on it, like, that's how you gonna become a fan of me. It's like, oh, okay, at first I was looking for Drake's album, then I discovered this other guy through that. You know what I mean? I've said that before too as well. Like, they gotta discover you through something they know and care about, because that's how they find, you know what I mean?
Grow.
So yeah.
And then if you could do that in short form, it's never been easier than short form. Honestly, if you were really critical on the way you consume content, you could pretty quickly learn what content you should be making.
I'm sure many here have thought, hey, I'm gonna get in this content game. I'm gonna grab my friends, and like, we're gonna do it. What would you say to this group that's thinking about building their own collective?
I think the reason why AMP works so well is because ego don't exist between us shits. Nobody think they bigger than nobody
the
else.
Program.
We all pretty much respect and value
nobody bigger than the program
equally. So if you plan on creating a content group, you got to go into it knowing or thinking that it's us against everybody else.
There's no iron team.
Because if ego get involved and one person think they bigger than the program,
that's
when
It's just funny because that is literally the exact way to describe it. That's why it's funny. Nobody bigger than the program.
Things start falling apart.
We just wanted to make content with friends. We was already kind of doing it a lot on 2K. I mean, we ended up formalizing it, but it wasn't like a huge like strategic decision. It was just like, it makes sense. We want to do something together. Let's commit to it, and let's see if we could pull it off.
If we would have looked at it as a business instead, I think it would have fell apart real soon.
Yeah,
so,
agreed.
Yeah.
Especially when you try to make motherfuckers sign contracts and shit. Oh, yeah. Now, it's different if y'all, you know what I think? It obviously works better when y'all are real friends. I think the only time it works as a business is when y'all agree, like, hey, here's what, once there's like disagreements of how stuff is going down, I think that's when it'll break apart. But I mean, maybe you could approach it like a business if y'all are like associates who realize like, hey, you know what? I know we're not like the closest of friends or anything, but like every time we collab, you know, we make a lot of great content together and stuff like that. And I feel like that's the only way, to me, business-wise, you could do it. It's like, hey, I realize that in our collabs we make a lot of good clips and all that stuff together. Let's keep doing that. You know what I mean? But I feel like once you start saying like, hey, here's a set amount of money we're gonna get each time, I think when you get, I think it works as a business, but not if you get too business savvy. Like the furthest it can get to business is like, hey, we make some magic together. Let's keep doing that. You know what I mean?
You've been growing the community, growing the audience. What do you think has been the most important thing?
Because everybody who collab
Honestly,
ain't
I
friends.
think community comes. I don't think you try and build it. I think you just make stuff, and then it's going to appeal to a certain crowd. And then as it appeals to a certain crowd, you
wrap it up. That's what he's saying.
Recognize people. Like community comes when people know
Wrap
each
these
other,
niggas
not
up.
when
They
they
been
just know
talking
the
too much.
one guy that's on camera. It ends up forming itself. I don't think you really go out your way to try and do it, but when you're building something and just a core group of people that you know, associate with the content, is going to turn into one. And then you just try and cultivate it. And then kick out the toxic stuff because it's the internet. And then keep the stuff you want and try and build it that way.
Honestly, though, getting toxicity is great because you don't even have to engage with it, bro. People just hate all the time. So I've learned now when it comes to comments that not even to respond to them because hate is currency. So, like, if people hating on videos and stuff, and it's just fun for you to listen if you ain't trying to be a content creator, it's just fun to listen to. But I've learned as a creator now that, like, if you get hate, don't even respond to it because at the end of the day, I'd rather have a comment section flooded with hate because that probably means it got views. I'd rather them it just flooded with hate and me not say nothing versus me trying to, like, address every person who got mad because at the end of the day, that's not going to do nothing.
I mean, those are wise words.
You know what I mean?
I think it sounds like you're saying do what you love and do it a lot.
Love what you do.
Yeah.
Precisely.
All right, shifting gears just a little bit. I'm curious
Asia
about
said,
the
God
creative
damn, I'm
process.
getting dehydrated when I was
Does this
talking.
come
Dude, take
naturally
over.
to you? Is it easy, or do you think about it ahead of time?
I just like doing stuff, and I just bring my camera with me. I just word that's what I do. But Agent is more of a streaming, guy. So
Yeah, he couldn't say streaming that nigga. He tried to be professional in front of the windows, folks.
Everyone has a different system. Anytime I have an idea, I don't care what I'm doing. I stop.
Your
and I
hood
write down the
tendencies
idea.
start to kick in, man.
Eventually, over time, I have a long list. If I feel like I need more, I have like brainstorm sessions, do my breathing exercises. That's just what I do. But everybody's different, though. Some people like collaborating together. So, like people
Of course,
like, yeah.
of course.
What do you like doing, Duke?
I mean, mine is real simple. I just pick a place and tell my team I want to go, and they just make it happen.
Okay, cool.
Pull some shit. Pull the strings.
That works too.
You do
get my
breathing
team.
exercises?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You got to think, man. You get more oxygen to the brain. You
Of course,
start
of course.
cooking.
Hell yeah.
If every student
needs to
in
be
here
operating
should
at
remember
100%.
one thing about the conversation today, about how they should start to build their business, make content, like start their ideas, like what would you say? Like what's your singular piece of advice they walk away with?
You want to go first?
Yeah. I mean, she distracted me. I just played rock, paper, scissors with her. I beat her. So that's number one.
Said I beat her. Nah, them girls started cheesing. You already know how to get
I
around,
just
dude.
played rock, paper, scissors with her.
You won?
I beat her. He did give me that. That's number one.
That's what they was doing just now.
You got to start somewhere. So whether you going to school or whether you working 9 to 5, you need to get off and still start working towards your own business as well. It don't stop once you stop working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
All the information you need, at least when it comes to, I'll speak about organic social media growth. I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that it exists online. And a lot of the times it's not even a lack of information, it's just a lack of application. So you need both all the time.
That's a bar.
You just got to take it seriously. I think no matter what business, what career you guys go into, learning how to understand social and use it to your advantage, it's just going to help you sell more. It's going to help you attract more attention. And that's currency in 2026.
Every single day, you should be working towards your goals. If you're not working towards your own goals every single day, then you're pretty much selling yourself short.
Now, he ain't say nothing that crazy now. Y'all don't have to clap like that now. Even the crowd glazing.
You guys know this is obviously thanks to Microsoft and Windows. So if you guys scan that QR code right there with the purchase of a laptop, you guys get Microsoft 365 Premium, custom Xbox controller.
It's funny because I was actually trying to get a Windows computer, but I that's all I'm gonna say. I tried to get it. Oh, my bad. This is my clip. My clip format. We'll stop that. All right. But, hey, man, W video, W knowledge, you know what I'm saying? It was fun to get in on that conversation, you know, even give my thoughts and stuff like that. Because obviously I'm doing the same thing. So I felt it was very fitting to watch the video. Like I said, ignore the TV, man. I hope copyright don't even look at that, man. Don't pay attention to that shit, man. I ain't streaming no for free, man. I just wanted to have the TV on. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and at the end, we're going to say this or this. What's going to be a certified, legalized, legitimized Prodigy. Continue to come out with the content, the videos, the bangers. Check out the Iceman album reaction. If you haven't already, check out the other previous videos because we post every single day putting belt to ass when it comes to this content game. And, yo, I just touched my freaking ointment that I had over here. I ain't used this in a minute. I don't know why I felt the need to tell y'all that, but love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. See you next video, man. That's all you need to know. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to be like, it's funny because I feel like it's inauthentic if I be like, hey, y'all, if you find a funny moment in my videos, go clip it. I'm like, that sounds fucking desperate. Not to say you shouldn't. I mean, if you see something you like, go ahead and post it. But anyway, see you next video. That's all you need to know. That's the vibe that D Chase on.